Mary Padian was one of the best known and, based on online comments, best looking cast members of Storage Wars. A&E, a cable TV and streaming production company, premiered the TV show in December 2010. Viewers received it well from the get-go because of its exciting premise. Storage locker facilities, the owners of which could auction off the items in the containers if they don't receive the rent for 3 months, at least in Southern California, where the show initially took place. Over 15 cast members, mixed in with the crowd of regular people, would show up at auctions and have a few minutes, typically 5, to check out the container's contents before the bidding started. The uncertainty of the item's value kept attention high, but the auction winners could also make money through the volume, meaning that they could profit off hoarders too. Either way, having a rough estimate of the worth of some items, nearly all secondhand, was pivotal. Cast members occasionally found incredibly rare or precious items, such as gold coins, jewelry, comic books, newspapers, or even safes with money inside. Mary debuted in the 5th episode of Season 1 of the spin-off Storage Wars Texas in December 2011, and was nicknamed the Junkster or the Junkyard Queen, and had similar success stories. She purchased an antique candle maker inside a locker in one of the earliest episodes. Instead of selling it for $50, the amount that her business partner, Morris Mo Prigoff, estimated that it was worth, she took the item to a candle shop and received an estimate price tag of $1,400. After Storage Wars Texas ended the 3rd season in 2014, Mary joined the main show, and by her estimate appeared in 100 episodes of Storage Wars between 2014 and 2021, specifically from seasons 4 to 13. However, her credits mainly include 60 to 80 episodes between seasons 5 and 11. For example, she made a cameo in season 14, but was uncredited for her guest appearance. Regardless, Mary is young, good-looking, ambitious, and passionate about her work, so fans are understandably curious about where she is now. We found the answer. Mary was a business owner who ran a brick-and-mortar store in Texas called Mary's Finds, through which she sold refurbished items, primarily home decorations and furniture. Unfortunately, while she bought those items cheaply, frequently through thrift stores, estate sales, or storage units, her store seemingly wasn't profitable, and she made the tough decision to close it in 2014 after about 4 years in business. Thankfully, while it was operating, Mary was a series regular alongside Mo during 3 seasons of Storage Wars Texas. They were a strong duo rivaling other cast members, some of whom were partners for years, if not decades. Mary admittedly focused on antique finds such as furniture and other home items, as she had experience in architecture and design, so she never made extraordinary storage unit discoveries. For instance, a collection of newspapers from the day of Elvis Presley's death, 16 August 1977, sold for $90,000 in the 1st season, even though the cast member, Dave Hester, paid about $700 for the unit. Similarly, Daryl Sheets paid $3,600 for a container in Season 3 without realizing that it contained several Frank Gutierrez paintings valued at over $300,000. Nonetheless, Mary's charm and expertise allowed her to become a series regular in Storage Wars, while still dedicating her time and energy to running her e-commerce business on www.marysfinds.com. That let her continue upcycling, a process of turning one person's trash into another's treasure that she calls razzle-dazzle. She could do it profitably without having to maintain an expensive storefront, and internationally, which permitted her to move back from California to her hometown of Dallas, Texas, where she still lives. Although Mary didn't leave the TV show abruptly, many viewers speculated whether she was preparing to join a potential spin-off, or perhaps get her own from A&E after 2019. A&E had announced the show would go on an indefinite hiatus after the 13th season, primarily because the COVID-19 outbreak made filming difficult, drastically reducing the number of in-person auctions. Storage Wars returned to the screens with Season 14 in November 2021, and the 2 years showed that Mary could succeed even if she wasn't a regular. Additionally, Her mentor and business partner, Mo, passed away on 4 March 2021, following a 6-year struggle with an undisclosed illness. He ran a Texas shop selling upcycled furniture and other antiques, and his passing meant that Mary lacked a father figure, with whom she had a great on-screen chemistry. Her personality and charisma were vital, since her finds weren't particularly expensive. The most valuable finds were 18th century camel saddles, worth about $3,000, and a Victorian-era set consisting of mirrors, hairbrushes, and a corset, valued at about $1,000. She stated that her most unusual find was a ceramic grenade dating to the Byzantine Empire, because water couldn't extinguish its explosion. Still, she admitted that it didn't sell for much. Her well-established social media presence was another reason that she left, and she has never regretted the decision. Her Instagram account, @Mary Padian, had about 300,000 followers in early 2020 and is at 360,000 in late 2023. Her Facebook page, @Mary.Padian, has about 285,000 followers. She was also good friends with several co-stars, notably Brandy Basanti, and posted many selfies with the hashtag @StorageWars to both accounts since 2018. That ensured that Mary stayed in the spotlight for those who wanted to follow her, or buy accessories, home goods, furniture, and vintage clothing. Mary's social media activity allowed her fans to learn more about her personal life, including about her best friends, Bridget Nims, CJ Beret, and Emily Wares Kroll, who also appeared in Storage Wars. Mary frequently mentions her parents, Teresa Ann and John G. Padian, and her 3 brothers, John, Luke, and Connor. Additionally, she introduced her 2 nieces, Lily in 2018 and Sophie in 2021, whom her brother Connor has with his wife, Lauren. Similarly, Mary never refrains from praising the people who helped her succeed, notably her 2 mentors. Allie Willis, a well-known songwriter, was by her side when she moved to California from Texas. Mary informed her audience that Allie passed away in 2020. Paige Rentz, former editor-in-chief of Architectural Digest magazine, hired her as assistant director after Mary graduated from the University of Texas at Austin with a photojournalism degree and moved to New York City. Paige was responsible for the first iteration of Mary's Finds, the magazine's monthly vlogs in which Mary featured affordable yet stylish and beautiful home pieces. Mary occasionally shares the content she consumes and brands she trusts or promotes. She's primarily promoted clothing, well-being, and bedding companies in recent years, especially Rikuchi Clothing, which mainly sells jeans and pants, Ancient Nutrition, which focuses on plant-based protein products, Elderberry Hill, a supplement company, and Slaw Shop, an online store that offers hypoallergenic, biodegradable, bamboo-based bedroom essentials. On that note, Mary confessed that she's been obsessed with skincare since high school. Her recommendations for staple products are Cetaphil Skin Cleanser, Elta MD UV Clear Facial Sunscreen, and Vintner's Daughter Botanical Serum. Mary has promoted the charity Ubuntu Life, previously called Ubuntu Made, a Kenyan-based organization and clothing brand since 2018. It follows Kenyan women to use their craftsmanship to create hairbands, necklaces, joy bracelets, and espadrille shoes. The company would sell them internationally, supporting the local community and other charities and causes, including building a children's neurological center in Kenya in 2020. Africa has always enamored Mary. She went on safaris in Kenya and consequently agreed with actor Will Smith's statement, "It feels like God visits everywhere else, but lives in Africa." During the worst days of the COVID-19 pandemic, she promoted Masked Health. The company sold antimicrobial face masks and donated a portion of the proceeds to hospitals and clinical workers. Moreover, Mary brought attention to the 2022 movie MVP about the mental health struggles of military veterans and former athletes, saying that it was the best movie that she'd watched in ages. Nate Boyer, the movie's director and main star, has started a real-life nonprofit organization entitled Merging Vets and Players, and promoted it through the movie's story. Many of Mary's fans were interested in her romantic life during her time in the show, and rightly so. She introduced a guest cast member in the 9th episode of Season 9, Mary's Big Score, aired on 3 May 2016. The title was suggestive already, but during 20 minutes of screen time, Mary revealed that the cast member, Dylan, was her boyfriend and was equally passionate about seeking the most profitable storage lockers. However, despite being active on social media, she has refrained from mentioning Dylan or any other romantic interest or partner since then. So it's safe to assume that Mary isn't dating anyone. If she is, she's kept their identity secret, adding further to the viewer's interest in this attractive lady. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.